Hey everybody, it's Marty Bahama, causing a lot of Monday drama. I'm telling you right now, if you do not drink vanilla Coke Zero or Coke Zero, you need to start. Unfortunately, right now in the world, we have a big, huge VCZ vanilla Coke Zero shortage. I don't know why we have a vanilla Coke Zero shortage, so I'm having to drink regular Coke Zero, but I'm telling you right now, this is the way to do it. Trying to lose weight? Quit drinking carbs. Quit drinking your calories, I mean. Quit drinking carbs. Quit drinking your calories, all right? Drink something with no calories. We're going to start right there. So that's my kamikaze Christy helped me lose about probably a good 40 pounds since I met her. And that is where it started at, guys. It's all about life changes. It's taking, instead of eating bad maybe 80% of the time and eating good 20% of the time, just flip flop that. So there's my life advice for starting this out. I'm going to make sure I'm in the right place at the right time, talking to the right people. I hope I'm on YouTube on this live. So let me make sure we are. And we're going to be talking tonight about, and I don't need to actually talk in this mic. It is not hooked up. I've got a mic up here. And this is only, I'm using it for when I do my Zoom calls and stuff. And we're talking tonight about creating and growing Facebook groups. And I did a Zoom earlier and just trying to mess around with the trying to share a section of my screen on the Zoom, and I actually showed a couple of groups that I had created, about 3 different groups I created 3 years ago. One of them was in January 2017. Another one was in I think it's in July 2017, and the other might be around March. So and I when I did this, and I'm going to be Pineapple is going to be editing that video tomorrow, and I'll be uploading that video as soon as she gets done editing it. So be looking for a great video tomorrow to kind of show you guys the difference between when you create these groups, how to really get them out there and how to grow them. And a lot of it is involving your name in a group. A lot of it is the picture, the cover photo. You know, you think about this. We used to see on our phones, on our mobile device, when we were searching for the groups, we see a bunch of little small circles. And those little small circles have now turned into squares. But the squares still shows a cover photo on there. So if you have an appealing cover photo, then guess what? You've got a better chance for your group to grow. Well, the 3 groups that I showed, the 3 groups that I did on the video today, that you guys will be seeing tomorrow when Pineapple gets done editing, is one of them is my Knoxville Homes for Sale/Rent group. I put about 100. It's actually Knoxville Homes for Sale/Rent, Home by Made Easy by Marty Human. I put 150, 200 people in that group. I put a really nice photo of a house on top of it, which I think now it's got some screenshots of where I would help people become homeowners. I wanted to get I keep trying to use this mic and I don't even need to. I want to get my name out there, and I want people to be able to search for me on Facebook and find me in different spots. Not just find my profile, not just find my business page if I had one. So there's my big recommendation to you when you are we good?
Yeah, I'm just going to slide you over.
All right, perfect. Hey, thank you. I didn't even pay attention. So whenever you think you kamikaze, and I don't know where Honeybuzz is, so you may see a flying cat around here pretty soon. Oh, there she is. So she's back there behind the camera this time. So when I created that group, I did give it the Buzz Kickstart. I did put 150, 200 people in it, you know, and then I went in there and made a few posts and said, hey, add some friends, family members, anybody wanting to buy a house. And you guys will see this tomorrow when I upload that video, because I actually show the groups, and I show the about section of the groups that shows you when the groups were created. And you're going to see a big difference in the 3 groups, because one of them, the first one I'm talking about, has close to 5,000 members in it. Another one that I created that I didn't do much with, I just created it. And it's about the same size town probably as Knoxville is. It's in Beaumont, Texas. And when I created it, I think I got family out there, so I added some of my family into the group, and then pretty much just hope that somebody would type the name in and find it, and they would start joining the group. Well, sure enough, there's Honeybuzz, and she's going to start trying to make some noise. Honeybuzz, you better calm it down. she'll get up here in her favorite spot to lay. I'd say Honey Buzz is a true Tennessee Volunteers fan. There she goes. There she goes. See, she's going right back to her Tennessee Volunteer blanket. Good job, Honey Buzz. Good girl. Look at that. That right there is our, in case you can't see her, I got this t-shirt in the way. She's our Buzz mascot. She is amazing. And guys, when you sign up to be a Buzz team member, you get a shirt and a book. So be sure to give me if you're not a member yet, and be sure to subscribe if you're not subscribed to our channel yet, because I'm going to be going live Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday on YouTube now, just to be giving some advice. And then for my Buzz team members, you guys will have inside of our Google Classrooms, our Buzz Google Classrooms, you'll have links, and it's always inside number 6. That's where I drop all the updates. You've seen the update today about the collaborative post, how you can kind of collaborate sharing photos on a post, and it kind of reminds me a lot of the stories that they come out with and they kind of got rid of, but it kind of reminds me of those in a way, except for instead of replacing the pictures, it's just adding pictures underneath it, almost like comments. So it's pretty cool, something different. They're always, that goes to show right there how strong these Facebook groups are, because they're always trying to do new things to help them grow, to help them get better, and to help people. I've noticed now, even the new format on your desktop, it's really a lot more hands-on, helping people to understand where their group settings are, to understand how to grow their group, and really everything about their group. So Facebook's trying to do a better job of teaching people about these groups, but hey, we've learned it all for you. Plus, not only do we learn everything about the Facebook groups inside now, but we also learn how to pull this endless clients out of these groups and back into what we're talking about, into your group, and whatever kind of group you create. I think every insurance agent should have a homes for sale or a car. If you're a insurance agent and you specialize in homeowners insurance, you should have a homes for sale group, and you could have multiple homes for sale groups. Guys, all we have on this earth is time until we don't. So why not take advantage of the tools and the opportunities that Facebook has given us? I'm telling you, these groups are going to change your life. As soon as you get in there and you start digging around our classrooms, you get in there and you start learning how to create these groups, how to name them, and then the value of them. And then you really start thinking, oh my goodness, there is value in these Facebook groups. I can ask 3 questions, any 3 questions I want to ask to all the new members coming on board. So if you're an insurance agent, if you're a car salesman, you should have a cars for sale group, and it should have your name in it. Should have your location in it. So guys, I'm giving you guys some really great hints, really great tricks here and tips to create your group. Just get on Facebook, sit down, hit that create button, and stay away from the page. And don't use your page you created. I'm going to teach you how to be a person and not a business, because everybody wants to do business with real people, not with businesses or people who's stuffy, people who come across really cold and not so friendly. So this is all the things that we teach you, is how to come across these Facebook groups through Messenger and Messenger groups, just to bring in an endless amount of people. And Honey Buzz has always got to get on here and clean herself. Honey Buzz, for the love of goodness gracious, can you please stop cleaning yourself all the time? And I know, I'll tell you what we'll do. We'll put this shirt back. What did I do to this shirt? Oh, I must have threw it somewhere. There we go. Now she'll just stick her head out. What a goofball. So anyway, I showed the 3 groups, and the 3rd group that I showed, that I had created, I didn't do anything with. I left a really bad picture on top. I didn't even add anybody to the group. The name of the group was not good at all, and it had less than 1,000 members in it. So we had one group that had 5,000. We got real close to 5,000 members. The second group, the one I told you I created in Beaumont, Texas, right below Houston, has right around 3,000 members in it, with no Buzz Kickstart, with no help, almost the same time frame. And then the last group I created, seemed like it was called Advertise Your Business, Knoxville, Tennessee, or something like that. Just created it, didn't do anything to it, and then people started asking to join it. And now I actually noticed when I went in and looked today, even though it's got less than 500 members in it, something like that, I did notice there were some posts. There's quite a few posts people around Knoxville advertising their business. So there's so many things that you can do, and it doesn't take much effort. That took no effort. It just took time. If I would have put just a little bit of effort in it, just a little bit of effort, you could see the different results. So just a little bit of effort in my Knoxville Homes for Sale/Rent group, we've got almost 5,000 members. But a little less effort in a Beaumont Homes for Sale group, Beaumont, Texas, we got 3,000 members with really zero effort, you know. And then the other group just goes to show you can't have a bad cover photo, you can't have a bad name, and you do got to give it some kind of buzz kickstart or something to really get it going. But once you do that, then next thing you know, you are creating a never-ending billboard. You're creating a holding pond, and no matter what type business you have, you can have all those people inside that holding pond, and you get to fish to them every single day. And let's say, for example, your business is building decks. Like we want to have a deck built here on the backside of our house, and let's say it's your business, and you create your group, and it's Marty's patios and decks in Tennessee or Knoxville, Tennessee, the most spectacular work ever, something like that. Anything you want to name it that has your name in it, that has what you do and the location, something that's going to get people's attention. But even then, I got to create that. I got to add people to that group, and I start growing it. So if I have that group, what's going to happen is it's going to start growing. And I could theoretically, you do not have to be a real estate agent or a loan originator or an insurance agent or anybody else, or get permission from anybody on this planet to create a homes for sale group. So if your business is connected to homes for sale in any way possible, whether you're a plumber, insurance agent, whether you are an appraiser, whether you work for a title company, it doesn't matter. If you create that homes for sale group, guess what's going to happen? It's going to grow. I used to be a real estate agent in the mid-90s, and when you're a brand new agent, a lot of times what they do is they say, okay, Marty, we want you to sit at the office. You're going to be the office boy today. You're going to sit here, and people's going to drive by. People's going to call. They're going to show up and they're going to say, hey, I want to go look at a house. And if anybody does this magic, they're going to be your client, Marty. Well, of course, you'll sit there all day long. You may have one or two people show up. But a lot of time, what people would do is they would drive by the office, and we had outside the office, we had those racks, those magazine racks, the Homes magazine or whatever, and people just loved to stop by, knowing they couldn't afford a house yet. They probably didn't really have a clue to buy a house, but they wanted to stop by and they wanted to see those houses. So up until Zillow and Facebook and Tree and all these big companies come out, or these big social media companies come out there, the old school way was always a newspaper, Craigslist maybe, or get out there and look for a for sale by owner sign, and if you're a real estate agent, you try to talk to that person. If you're whatever, you know, if you're a loan originator, you might show up and say, hey, if you need help financing your next house, let me know. But that's a hard life, especially right now with all the craziness. So that whole person-to-person contact really is not there as much as it was. So the Facebook groups and the messenger, and how strong the messenger is where it really changes the game for any kind of business or any kind of professional out there, because you're building immediate relationships, and you're able to set your group up to where it pretty much does a lot of your advertising for you. You can create topics at the top of your group. You can create the events, the lives, the polls, the posts. You can mark them to the top as announcements. You can have it in the cover photo. You can change your cover photo periodically, anytime you want to, really, to get to. That's what I would do personally, is no matter what kind of business I have, I would definitely want to remind everybody what type of business it is by changing the cover photo. If you got a group that's got 30, 40, 50,000 people in it, for example, you change that cover photo, or even if it's only got a few thousand people, all those people get notified. They get notified of what that picture change is, that cover photo change is, and guess what? Curiosity kills the kitty. Not you, honey buzz. Oh Lord, she's totally covered up now. I think she's liking it though. Oh yeah, she's out. She's out cold. See, she loves to sleep right there. She's a new addition. I guess now we've had her for probably close to maybe about 3 or 4 weeks, 3 weeks, and she is pretty funny. Pretty Funny Buzz, Honey Buzz Kitty. So I hope you guys are having a good night, and if you want to say hello or give me a like or subscribe, please do. I can't tell. This is the one thing that I do find a little irritating with YouTube compared to Facebook, and it could be me. It probably is me actually not doing this the right way, but with Facebook, I could usually tell who was coming in and coming out, who would come in and say hello. It was a little easier, and people didn't have to go through the trouble really of trying to subscribe or to follow somebody a little different. But I will say the biggest difference is though that I do love about YouTube is you can go to our YouTube channel and you can find all the videos and you can kind of pick and choose which ones you want to learn about, because you're going to see, just like I did with Facebook for 3 or 4 straight years. I went live 5 nights a week, and every night was usually about a different topic. A lot of success stories, a lot of teaching. Well, I'm doing the same thing now on here, and I've got 2 different sections. We've got a lot of unlisted. We got probably right now close to 50 unlisted videos in YouTube for our Buzz team members, and we have probably another 150 videos inside of our Google Classrooms. And these are all training videos, because after 6 years of using these Facebook groups and creating Facebook groups and buying Facebook groups and building Facebook groups, we've learned a lot of information to try to teach. And then you got to take the fact that some things have came and gone. At one time we had what was called chats inside the groups, and then they got rid of the chats inside the groups. So we've had to adapt. Certain things here 1 minute and then gone the next, and then we see things that they do roll out, like the topics. Topics is a great way for you to categorize your group, great way to categorize your posts in your group, and we noticed that there for the longest time we would create groups, and some groups, about probably 2 or 3 out of every 10 that we would create, would have the ability to add this topic section. I reached out to Facebook and I said, hey guys, and trust me, at one time you could never get them to answer you back. It was so hard to get a hold of somebody there, but now they've got their support way better. I reached out to them. I said, hey, what is up with this topics? Why when I create some groups it's not there, and I create some groups it is there? And they said that the way they do it is when they roll something new out, they'll roll it out for a while, usually 6 months to a year, and almost like in a beta format, test format, to see how many people actually use it. And if a lot of people use it, then they keep it. And so it makes sense, because I've seen a lot of things come and go that wasn't really helpful. Even when it comes to your hey Michelle, what's up? Thank you. Even when it comes to the category of your groups, at one time there were like 9 or 10, maybe 12 different categories you get to choose for your group. So you may not just be creating your personal branding group for like your Holden Pond for your personal business. You may be trying to create different groups of other type businesses just to help get your name out there. And there's nothing wrong with that. Homes for sale. Even though I don't mess with really renting houses, I still added rent to my name because I wanted anybody and everybody, more importantly, to know who I am. So no matter what type of business you have, that is the most important thing, is to make sure people know who you are. Make sure I got this muted still, guys. Sorry about that. I kind of heard it, and just wanted to make sure it wasn't disturbing things. Hey, thank you, Kamikaze, for helping. You're awesome, guys. We're going to teach you a lot about these Facebook groups. There is a lot to learn, and you can count on me here every night, 10 p.m. Eastern, and I say every night, Monday through Thursday, to kind of tell you about these Facebook groups and to give you a little bit of insight of how we bring in our clients, how we bring never-ending clients. I'm talking about so many people, it's crazy. I don't have enough loan originators or enough branches open to cover the amount of clients we have rolling in. It is the greatest problem in the world. And everybody that's new with the Buzz, it's usually the same reaction. It's, oh my gosh, I can't believe this. I went from not having anybody to talk to, no clients, no customers, couldn't find anybody anywhere. I tried radio, we tried a lot of things, even us personally. Before we stumbled across these Facebook groups, we were doing the old school ways. We were taking donuts to different real estate offices, trying to meet realtors, trying to meet insurance agents, trying to go to different meetings and try to meet people. But it was so hard to get clients that way because the people you're meeting are in the same boat. We're all trying to find people to help. No matter what the business we have, whether it be the appraiser, whether it be the car lot, whether it be the insurance agent, whether it be a lawyer, it doesn't matter. You still need clients coming in the door. And you see these cheesy commercials. I see them all the time. Lord, there's one guy here in Knoxville that, I mean, every time he gets on there and talks about his cars for sale, all you hear is 888, 888, 888, 28, 888. And I'm telling you right now, it's like an ongoing joke with us. 88, 88, 88. And it's like there's no way on this God's green earth that if he's the last car salesman in Knoxville that I'd buy a car from. I just walk everywhere before I did that. That's really how annoying it is. And so you think about some of the cheesy commercials you see, and you think, do I want to do that? Do I need to do that? Or should I just take Marty's advice, Marty and Christy's advice, create me a holding pond, start sharing it out there, start learning how to grow it, start learning different ways to utilize it to basically convert these people that's inside this group to be your clients, because they're all opportunities. They're always going to be opportunities, and guess what? They know people, and the people they know people, and no matter what type of business you have, there's always somebody out there needing your help. It doesn't matter what you do, there's going to be people out there that's going to need your help. Now, some businesses obviously are a little more popular than others. If you are a rotor-rooter company, you may not have a lot of tools backed up. But if you are a pool building company, hey, you may have a ton of business right now. So much business you can't see straight. But regardless of the two different companies, if you use the Facebook groups, you can control how much business you have. Because there's thousands upon thousands upon thousands of Facebook groups out there. And that should never intimidate you to say, well, Lord, why would I create a group for it? There's already that doesn't matter, because your group is going to be unique to you. It's going to be geared around you, your business, and your sphere of people will grow that group for you. You just being able to share it to your timeline and say, look, guys, if you know anybody that has any kind of need for any cake baking services, I'm the person you need to call. Throw some cakes up there. And I'm just using that for example. I've never baked a cake in my life, and Lord have mercy, I know I would not be able to if I tried. It would be horrible, horrible, horrible. Michelle, welcome aboard. Welcome aboard. I just now realized that you're Michelle up in, hold on a minute, San Antonio. And we are newer to YouTube, Michelle. This is different for us. We had spent a lot of time doing most of our lives in the Facebook group, and you're going to get access to a ton of material, a ton of training. You probably already have access to it if Don Marie got you started in there. And I'm telling you, you're going to be super overwhelmed at first, so don't be. You're going to be super impressed, because there is a ton of material, just a ton of stuff to learn. But the main thing is just kind of go at your own pace and keep it simple. And no matter what type of business that I'm usually helping, I usually say the same thing. Go at your own pace, keep it simple, and just kind of pay attention to the way we post, pay attention to the things we do, and you start following that same suit. Because the great thing about the Buzz and what we've created is we've made it 100% mobile, but we've also pre-planned all your posts. We've pre-planned your messages. And no matter what type of business you have, if you're not the real estate agent or the loan originator or the insurance agent, if you're an appraiser, we can teach you how to find different lenders to get you added to the appraisal management company. If you're a title company, we can teach you how to grow a holding pond and have so much business you can't see straight coming in forever. So no matter what type of business you have there, and it doesn't have to have nothing to do with houses. We took a painting company that did like painting, hydro dipping. They did some really cool stuff. They take wheels and they dip it in this water and they come out and it's got this magical looking paint all over it. Looks beautiful. We took them from not having any clients to being worried they wasn't going to be able to pay their rent, to being covered up within 7 days, to with 1 month later having over 2,000 people into their personal holding pond, their personal branding group, and it just keeps going from there. It just never stops. So many people have totally quit paying for advertising, stopped paying for advertising completely, including myself for the last 6 years, 6.5 years, thanks to these Facebook groups. What's up, Steven? Oh my God, I know. I wish I had some vanilla Coke Zero. No doubt, man, I'm having to drink the next best thing, which is regular Coke Zero. It's not as good as vanilla Coke Zero. And a lot of times I have to put just a little bit of Jack Fire to give it some kind of different kind of flavoring, because it does taste too much like a, not near as, after you drink vanilla Coke Zero, this ain't near as good. I used to love this until I started drinking vanilla. And it totally changed everything. But I'm telling you, man, it really has helped. It's changed the mentality when I say it's helped. Just not drinking a bunch of sugar. You know, sugar is the reason I've had a stomachache half the day, because I got a hold of a Reese's Crunch bar last night. You know, so, and then maybe a Snickers bar too. And so when you do this, hey, the Buzz not only wants you to be successful, but we want you to be healthy. You know, we like giving you just a little bit of tidbit of life advice that we have, that Kamikaze has helped me with, who said, okay, Marty, if you just change things just a little bit, it's a time thing. It ain't gonna happen overnight. And that's where a lot of us get a little disappointed. It ain't seeing results fast enough, you know. So you just gotta kind of take it easy, take your time, and understand you got one life, one chance, one opportunity. Don't drop it. Don't drop the ball. You will see life get changed, guys, when you take my advice and you start messing with these groups. And you'll realize that the relationships that you get to build and that you can build and that easily get built from these Facebook groups is going to change the game for you. It's going to allow you to not have to do the old school stuff that we've always been taught to do, the radio ads, the newspaper ads, the Craigslist, all the stuff that we've done over the years that everybody else does, and you're always competing. Or when it comes to being excited because the next best lead source is coming out. Oh boy, we got a new lead source. Oh, now Zillow, it's a great lead source, but then all of a sudden Zillow's trying to take our business. So think about things like that, and think about, instead of you having to worry about chasing all the time, now all of a sudden you've got people coming into you nonstop. One real estate agent picked up a group in his hometown with 25,000 members in it. Now, I'm going to put out a price guide on these Facebook groups, but I'm telling you right now, in my personal opinion, without a doubt, that group is worth $2,500. No question. No question. Easy, hands down, no problem. It's worth $2,500. Did he get it for that much? No. He got it for $250. He got it for $250. Guess what, guys? He created one poll, one seller's poll. Within 30 minutes, he had 8 people that wanted to sell their house. Now, you tell me, was that a good investment? That is a lifetime of clients, a lifetime of never-ending clients coming in. And that's not even counting if he wants to try to monetize the Facebook group. That's just him counting, him using it himself to be able to bring in endless clients. The Buzz is where it's at, guys. I'm telling you, if you're not a Buzz team member, go to humanenergybuzz.com or message me directly, Marty Human. Be sure to subscribe. Be sure to like this. Share it with your friends, because I'm not the typical marketer. Kamikaze Christie is not a marketer. She was in the medical business. I was in the mortgage business. Well, still am. Mortgage and medical. We came together. She saw what I was doing with these Facebook groups. She started helping me. And then she taught me how to create this Buzz. And now here we are. And here she is, the most beautiful woman in the world. It's for me to say good night, guys. I'll see you guys tomorrow night. Welcome to the Buzz. Give her 1 second. We're so new to this YouTube stuff.